So a little while ago I talked about the glyph of stars. It's a glyph for druids, makes them look all celestial looking, and I talked about how it's such a popular glyph that I could probably, transfer it to another realm and make a new character and just sell that and possibly make a whole lot of bank. So after I made the video, I'm like, well, let's give it a shot. Hey, it's Soul, bringing you the World of Warcraft, and I'm gonna kind of start a series where, well, basically I'm gonna try to make as much money as I can selling only one glyph on a brand new server. All I did really was look around, try to find a server that said full on it, select that, and well, here we go. So I'm just gonna take you guys through all the stuff that I did, at least at the beginning. For me, to be honest, it just kind of feels like a trip being a super lobby again. Like, seriously, I haven't done this in, like, years. So the objective here was pretty simple. I know that I needed to get to level 5 or so in order to learn the professions that I need, which are of course gonna be herbalism and inscription. From there, I just needed to learn how to make a glyph of stars and then just try to sell it. Now I jumped in here without even so much as look at the markets. I just assumed that, oh yeah, this will be easy, right? It started off like any veteran of World of Warcraft would experience. We're just trying to grab a couple levels here and then move on. I guess on a side note, I have to admit that the nostalgia was pretty strong. Like, it's been a really long time since I've leveled a character, let alone a not blood elf. I chose an orc hunter because one, it was easy to get to Ogremar. And two, I'm a little bit more familiar with gathering, at least in this area, as opposed to like Silver Moon or like the Undercity or what have you. Then I guess I just wanted to get the old look. A lot of the early leveling that I did back in Classic WoW took place, like in the Barrens and this place. But enough of that banter. So I moved on to Razor Hill, and lo and behold, I guess this is new to me. There's a trainer that just kind of trains whatever you want, just here in town. I picked up scribing and urban, and I just got to work. Now again, the objective here was to just get enough herbs in order to learn how to make a glyph of stars, make that, hope that it sells, and then I can start my whole glyph empire, and I wouldn't really need to worry about gathering anymore. Maybe I can drop herbalism and pick up something else. I haven't decided if I do want to do something like that, because I kind of want to stick to the challenge of of just selling one thing. Of just selling one thing and seeing if that works. I guess along with lobby leveling, I forgot what it's like to do lobby gathering too. I was pretty disappointed on how few resources that I get from each gather. So I remembered that, oh yeah, that's right, I remembered from, I think, Miss Pandaria that Razor Hill has a flight point. So I was like, okay, I know I passed by Ogremar, but then I decided to fly in. So now I can take a look at the auction house like I should have at the very start, just to see if this whole project would even work. So it turns out Glyph of Stars is only selling for a little bit over 100 gold. I see at the bottom there that someone's selling it for almost 500, so that tells me that this is a market. It's a pretty competitive market where someone is trying to do a fierce undercut, and maybe someone's gonna buy up all those auctions and resell it for a profit, which is definitely something that could happen given the popularity of this glyph, as well as the population of this server, which is supposed to be really high. So I kind of forgot about the whole change with Inscription, where instead of just kind of ranking up and learning new glyphs as from a trainer, we do this whole research thing instead. I didn't mind this too much, even though I would get a chance to not learn the Glyph of Stars for possibly a long time. It would just mean that I'd have to gather a little bit more, possibly sell other resources that I'd pick up in order to get some extra gold, so maybe I can buy some herbs and ink, because that's kind of what I want to get to. Once I get in a sufficient enough income, which should be pretty soon after I start this, then I should be able to just buy herbs and ink, as long as they're at a decent price, of course. So I'm jumping ahead a little bit because of course you guys are really excited to see a time lapse of me farming stuff. I got just enough herb stuff to get the Moonglow research, and that's the cast that'll give me a chance to learn, whatever Moonglow recipes there are, including the Glyph of Stars. And now the moment of truth. Okay, no. Fuck. And this one? Nope. Not this one either. How about this one? Yes! Yes! And so it begins. This is going to mark the start of a journey, to make as much gold as possible, and from that convert that into battle net balance, convert that into stuff like pets and mounts and other stuff, and then give stuff away to you guys. Yeah, I'm serious. I really want to see how this works out, and if it does, then cool. Like, this is just extra gold for me. I'm still going to be making plenty of gold on my side, on my actual Soul Machine character, you know, rolling the mouse and doing its thing. I'm going to be doing the same thing here. It only takes me a couple minutes out of the day to just hop on, post, and then go away. And hopefully, if I can keep this up, you know, we can together we can make something lucrative out of this. So, you know, stay tuned. I'll be trying to upload short little videos like this regularly to kind of show you guys how the progress is. All right, so as you guys can see, I kind of time jumped a lot. There were some video problems that I had, and I was like, all right, I'll just come back in the morning and I'll just, you know, show you guys again how I'm doing. So I had posted a couple of auctions of the Glyph of Stars, and they sold. I made I think 1,100 gold, and so I used that. I bought some cheap materials, made some more Glyph of Stars. So I had I think like 13 or so, and I've been posting those you know, periodically over the past what 12, 14 hours or so. So here I am now. I just logged on. Oh, and I also did a little transmogging for myself, just because I was tired of, you know, the really crappy level 40 looking look to it. So, well, hell, let's take a look and excuse me, let's take a look and see how we did. Wow, this mailbox is really crowded. All right, cool. So 2 more glyphs sold. Neat. So this will put me at a whopping 1,800. 1 expired. Oh well, too bad, so sad. So let's go ahead and repost right now. And then maybe I'll take a look at some, you know, maybe I'll try to buy some more materials. I'm getting pretty low. I mean, I have plenty of glyphs right now. All right, so we have, let's see. I think the server's mostly Alliance. Let me see. Can I add him as a friend? I don't think so. I don't think I can. Nope, player not found. Yeah, so bummer. Oh well. At any rate, at least I don't have to talk with these people directly if this is a super Alliance dominated server. Anyway, so let's go ahead and see what else I can get. So of course these are the 3 herbs that we use to buy your stuff: Earth Root, Peace Bloom, and Silverleaf. So I just do a quick search on these. I could have done a search on Moonglow using TSM, you know, just run it through the crafting filter, but then it's going to pull up every other herb, and since this is a really heavily populated realm, I would be here for like, I think I was here for about 10 minutes or so while the scan was going, so screw that. So this scan was, of course, a lot faster. So the common rule that I have is regarding non-legion glyphs, you know, the stuff that doesn't use rosate and sallow pigment, is to just not spend more than 1 gold per herb. So right now I'm looking at, I could buy a decent amount right now, and I think I will. Let me see if I can, if I can buy stuff out. Can I? Is it gonna? I was hoping that I could just use that, you know, the cool little mouse wheel macro. For some reason, it's just not working the way I want, but oh well. You're just gonna have to watch me do it. Just kidding, I'm gonna time-lapse this. Alright, so that wraps that up. Let me go ahead and grab my stuff if I don't get lost. And see what I can make. See, well, maybe I'm not gonna worry about making stuff right now. I think that, let's see. No, whatever, I don't need to do that. I'll just go to the default actually. Alright, so making Glyph of Stars is still red. I'm skill capped, and and unfortunately I'm only level 9. I need to be level 10 in order to learn the next level of Inscription, which isn't going to be a huge deal. I mean, I'm only going to sell 1 glyph like for as long as I can, hopefully like forever, and it'll just be, you know, it'll just be profitable. But you know, at some point I'm more than likely going to have to expand, go ahead and you know, learn new glyphs, get some more coverage, so that way I can expand on my market, make some more money. And to be honest, this has me super excited. I think I'm going to keep doing this as a thing, kind of like a daily or you know, every other day sort of thing. I just want to show you guys just how it is being a humble scribe in a big server, just trying to make it. So I really would like for you guys to kind of keep tabs and see how I'm doing, because the money that I make here, you know, I of course I can't use it directly. I don't have any other tunes on this realm. But what I'd really like to do, if this thing like really blows up and becomes like this, you know, kind of an exciting daily thing that I do, I'll just make a series out of it. And you know, you guys, and whatever gold I make, I can use for things like, I don't know, like giveaways. You know, I could do legit giveaways now, since I can buy items directly and then start giving away to, you know, kind of as a drawing for people that are watching or subscribing or whatever. I think that'd be pretty cool. It's just something, you know, something a little entertaining for you folks to. There's a lot of dragons over here. Just something a little entertaining for you folks to watch while I try to make it on this really big realm. So I'd love for you guys to keep track. Go ahead and subscribe if you want to, you know, see how I do over the next couple days, weeks, months, years, whatever. And if this becomes like a really cool thing, maybe I can use it to boost this tune to 100, start learning some Legion glyphs and keep expanding. And it was all thanks to one glyph. This little guy right here. This is, you know, this is a big money maker, and if you guys can replicate this on your realm, I'd strongly advise doing it. So keep track, and well, stay breezy, guys.